Now, a lot of questions that I get when they know about improv comedy is it really all made up? Like, how is that even possible? How would you explain that? Like,
Well,
how do you do rehearsals even?
okay. Have you ever seen Improv Natty by any chance? Oh,
Maybe a
yes, you
couple
have.
times,
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah,
couple times.
yeah. Let me tell you. So we don't know what we're going to say. There's no script. Okay. So when you go see a play, you go see Hamlet or whatever. It's all written down, and you memorize it, and away you go. This is not that. However, we do rehearse, and we do practice. And what we do is we do things to help to try to up the chances that what we're going to do is going to be funny and entertaining. So we will practice taking suggestions. Like we practice what we do. So we take suggestions from from each other, and then build a scene out of that suggestion. But we focus on things like what's going to make a story move forward, and what things make a story kind of stop or halt or whatever, and avoid those things. For example, the simplest example is in life we often say no to things right away, and we say it to give ourselves a little bit of time to think about it. We don't want to jump into it. We don't want to agree to something right away that we'll regret later. So we always say no first. Maybe then get some more information and then say, oh, okay, well, actually, yes. Right. So that's the pattern we do in life. But that's not what we want to see on stage. We want to see yes right away because that's more interesting. And the example I always use is the naked skydiving, right? So if I said, hey, Natty, you want to go naked skydiving? You might say, no. What? What do you mean? And then I describe what it's going to be. It'll be you and me and all these hot male models. You might go, oh, okay, actually, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it. But if you said no, what is it? I go, it'd be you, me, and your grandma. Three of us be naked,
Yeah.
and we go, and you'd be like, no, definitely, I'm not going. I'm definitely not going, right? But on stage, if somebody says to another person, hey, do you want to go naked skydiving? Everybody in the audience wants to see it. They're like, yeah, say yes, and they want to see it immediately. Yeah, let's go. And then bang, and then a funny scene happens where grandma shows up, and then it's embarrassing because you're naked with grandma or whatever. But my point is that in life we say no, on stage we say yes. So we practice saying yes. So we do activities on stage, and then the director or someone or each other will, hey, Natty, you said no there. Oh yeah, I did, and try to eliminate that kind of from our vocabulary. Try to get ourselves to a point where we're always saying yes on stage and moving the scene forward, because no also delays it. Let's break into the safe, see what's inside. No, wait a minute, I got to get my tools out. Just get just get the tools out, man. Just open the safe. Everybody in the audience wants to see what's in the safe.
I know that you've been doing improv comedy for over 35 years. Is that correct? So how did you come about? Like, how did you know improv, and what drew you to the art itself?
Okay, well, I started theater really young, and I went to a fine arts high school. So instead of gym, I had dance class. Instead of shop class, still working on cars, I'd be building sets. Instead of whatever, I did stage makeup. And instead of reading books for English class, I'd read plays. Instead of doing history about Napoleonic War or whatever, I would be doing history based on plays. So it would be like, I'd read a Shakespeare play, and then we discuss how much of the play was real, and like what how it differed from real history or something like that. But so everything was based on theater, and I I did a lot of plays and that type of thing. And then I started doing sketch comedy after I graduated from university in a group called Gut Wrench, and I also started doing improv at Theater Sports, and then a personal kind of personality character trait of myself, which is laziness, took over. And the improv, you didn't have to memorize lines. You didn't have to do all that study and stuff. So it just kind of shifted from scripted stuff into the improv, and that was it. And then I really I really enjoyed it, and I really got off on the teamwork aspect of it. Stand-up comedy, the other kind of mainstay of comedy is stand-up, and it's like, I don't know, man, it's It's a weird competitiveness. You're in a show with other people. Like you've got 5 minutes and someone else has got 5 minutes, and you don't want them to bomb because that'll put the audience in a bad mood. But you want them to be a little worse than you.
That's kind of true.
So that you can be the star, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird. I don't like the energy of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done stand-up, but I don't like the energy. I like the energy of improv because it's all about making the other guy look good. If you can set up somebody else for a big joke, it pays off for the whole team. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed that, and I just kind of shifted into it. And then I got a job working in the cruise ship, going around the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And I was on a cruise ship for 14 months. And at the end of that, I could not go back to Canadian weather. So I came out to Thailand for a little visit. And, 11 years later, I'm still here.